Rick Hyde and Heem are part of the incredible collective of artists found by Benny the Butcher known as Black Soprano Family. With that, Ricky Hyde and Heem, welcome to the library with Tim Einenkel. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
What up, Tim, man? How you doing, man? Shout out to our listeners.
Put a quarter in my backies, give a quarter to my bitches. Ever since a quarter century, I've been raking up the digits. All these dollars out of quarters, I should give a course in vending. Bought the Razorbacks like Arkansas, then Butcher taught me blending. Turn a 4 into a 7, then you hit the black and kill it. That's how I fed my mama and 3
Dude,
other
thank you, man. Thanks for being up. So, I want to start with the label. Like, when you were, I guess, first connected or first approached by Benny, what was your, I guess, initial reactions, and then kind of like, why did you guys make that decision? Like, all right, we're joining this, we're doing this now.
I felt like Cheyenne Williamson, man. You know what I'm saying? It was just a blessing, an honor. Like I say in all the interviews, they know the story. I've been with bro forever, man. I've been with bro for like 12, 13 plus years. And so for me to officially, I mean, I always represented what we stood for and represented our name. But for me to officially do it, and for me and bro to be in business and to be thriving during the times, like, it's a blessing. I'm forever grateful to bro for that, for trusting me, trusting the vision, and trusting us, trusting everybody that's on the label, really, for trusting all of us individually and letting us all get a little opportunity to shine.
Rick, I was, prior to the interview, I was kind of joking with you about how, like, being from New York City and growing up a Washington fan, knowing what I knew about Buffalo was that you guys lost 4 straight to the NFC East. And you think about hip hop and you think about where it's coming from, and obviously it's global now, but for Buffalo artists, how do you, like, what's the drive to know that you guys could become this force that obviously the art, this movement that's happening right now, what's that drive that for both of you?
Well, I mean, I seen it. I'm seeing it happen firsthand with the big homies. You see Westside Gun thriving. This dude got a color name. You know what I'm saying? You see Conway thriving. This dude got on 100,000 worth of jewelry, big ass shit. It's changed crazy. You know what I mean? You see Benny thriving. Benny got like 4 cars, 2 houses, like, and this all off rap music. Like, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing it happen firsthand. Like, you know how you see infomercials and they got the people giving those testimonials you don't think is true, but they actually sound so good that they convincing you. But it's different because I'm here. It's in first person. I'm actually seeing it come to fruition.
And what about you, Heem?
Me, honestly, like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm really like, I ain't gonna say I'm new to this shit, but like Rick Hyde said, he been rolling a little longer than me, like hands on with the music. I was kind of like running around the neighborhood still, bruh, kind of like my influence, like how he influenced by Benny and West and Conway. I am too, but like bruh, just like Rick Hyde give me that push, like, nah, bruh, listen, bruh, we can do it like this. And I'd be like, bruh. And he just give me that, like, bruh, be my influence. Like, you know what I mean? Shay too, like, rest in peace to Shay. Like, them was really my influences, even though like Benny like crutched me and this shit, like, you know what I mean? It really gave me that shoulder to lean on, like, yo, little bro, I got you. Just as soon as this start doing that, you know what I mean, we're gonna make moves, and now this shit is just all really coming to life. I still like I said, I still be kind of amazed with this shit, like, you know what I mean, the whole situation, just really like making it, being on these major platforms, putting out these songs, getting all the good feedback, working with these producers, it's just all a blessing, man.
Nice. The project, Benny the Butcher and DJ Drama presents Gangsta Grillz. You guys are obviously working with like two amazing, incredible artists on this project. So when this was pitched, or when you guys started doing this, what did you both expect? I guess lyrically or musically out of each Benny and.
We never really knew what to expect. We just was enthused by the idea of it. Cause bro, like, yo, we gonna do a tape and we gonna do a Gangsta Grillz. I'm like, nah, you can't. Nah, man, come on, bro. A Gangsta Grillz, bro. Nobody did a Gangsta Grillz in like 13 years. I'm like, bro, we ain't about to do a Gangsta. He said, nah. He showed us the text messages from Drama. Drama was with it 100%. I'm like, oh, we doing the Gangsta Grillz. And then the first track we did was It's Over.
Next to a box full of cash, hit a lick, use a stocking for a mask. This real shit. Rumors spread from the ones I used to chill with.
And that was the beat from Don Cannon. And when Bro sent that to us, it was just like that was like the icing on the cake. Like, yo, it's really happening. Like, we rapping over a Don Cannon.
That was it. That really set the tone.
We was running through the dope.
And then we ended up finishing the tape. We actually finished the tape in like 8-9 days. But it was we had to deal with the other politics and the legal side of it. And I know, and that took a little bit of time. And that's why it came out when it did. But we actually did the tape in like 8-9 days.
Mm-hmm. Probably a week.
Yeah, probably a week. I'll give it 8-9 days.
Actual recording, it was like really a good 6 days, 7 days of recording. Then, you know, the rest right. was like the mixing and sending it off, like Brett said, the hard work.
So for you guys, was the writing process kind of like one of those things you hear the beat and you're in studio writing and then recording?
Yeah, that's easy. That's the easiest part of it all. Like that's the easiest part. Like, people probably think I'm hard.
You're in that studio, and that music get to playing all loud like that. You rolling up that good rapper's first choice. You just getting high and taking yourself there. It's drinks, it's ladies, it's whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? And then you hear that beat, man. And you know, the kind of music that we make it's not like the norm, if I should say, but it's good music, and all good music is a feeling, it's a vibe. And once you hear them kind of beats that we rapping over, R.I.P. Shay, because Shay used to lace us with all the beats. Like, it's like, man, you hear that beat and it's infectious. It just get to flowing through your body, the bass line. It force you to rap almost. You feel me?
The first single of the compilation was The Mob, and Benny describes it as kind of you guys coming together after you signed to the label, and it was just like you just like talking shit on the song. Can you guys talk about that, the creation of this song, and like kind of what you remember about that day? You know, about the label being, you know, signed to this label, and you know, just all this coming together for you.
Of course, I'll never forget it. It was April. I forgot the exact date, but it was April 2020. We were sitting in Death Star Recording Studios. Benny had the paperwork in the yellow envelopes, and we had some Ace of Spade. We talked over a few things, some plans and what we wanted to do. We signed the papers. We got it all on camera. And then they was like, Benny was like, man, they want a single by next week. We need a song. They want to put something out immediately to celebrate the signing. So he's like, yo, Shay, play some joints. Shay started playing some beats. And like, I think the Mob beat was actually like the third beat he played. But he was actually going to get at the graph.
Yeah.
Shay got a tape that he did with Graph before he passed. And that beat, he said, nah, this beat for Graph. I'm like, nah, Shay, you got to play that back. He played it back. And like I said, it got infectious, and we all I seen everybody head moving. And then Benny was like, nah, this is the one right here. Let's do it. Next thing you know, I wrote my verse in like 20 minutes because the energy was crazy. We was all on the high. Everybody wrote their verses in like 20, 30 minutes. We got the song done in about an hour and a half, and it was just, man, here we are, like 1.5 million views later.
Yeah, the Mob was classic. It was just a whole feel. And that was real passion and heart in that song, because that was before everything. And it was like, it was good, bad, and it was ugly, because we had the pandemic, we signed the deal, and we don't know when we're going to be able to move again. But it's like, come on, keep the work ethic. Ricky,
on the track you spit, Black Soprano Family with the Leverage is impeccable. So the question for both of you, but like, what are you noticing, and what do you feel like, what's the advantage for you both as artists to be part of this, part of the BSF, and what kind of gives you that advantage that maybe a solo thing would not give you?
I mean, that's a good question, Tim. I mean, like I said, Black Soprano Family with the Leverage is impeccable, man. Like we could all make our own individual impacts. I know we all capable of it. I know we all got the moxie. Everybody can hold their own. But when it's something about when we all come together, it's just undeniable. It's like you can't. It's like unmatched. It's like it's undefeated, man. It's like the 72 Dolphins, man. It's
nice.
There's nothing you can do with it. So, like I said, Black Soprano Family with the Leverage is impeccable.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's definitely the way. That's the way. That's the way. I would have to say uh, like, I mean, because we already them boys. Like, I feel like we already the ones. Like, we got the high horse. As far as lyrically, like spitting and telling storytelling and really like spitting your lifeline. I feel like we do that the best. Like, and that's from me all the way up to the top. You go to Butch, to West, to Conway, to Brett, Rick Hyde. Like, I feel like we all tell the stories the best, and we rap authentic, more authentic than anybody in the game do. I mean, I'm not taking no shots, but I feel like we do. So I just feel like with that positioning and this, like the push, like I don't feel like nobody could stop us.
An example, I think, of a great track on the compilation that kind of In Love with the Streets, which the beat kind of reminds me of Reflection Eternal's 45 Live.
Yeah.
Because it's like simple, but obviously not simple, because I can't make it, so I'm not gonna say it's simple. But what it does, it also to your point, it highlights your voices, right? It makes your voice like that extra instrument that
You want me to, and I'm gonna be honest, that song that was all Shay. That was all Shay, man. Rest in peace to Unc, man. Again, man, but that was all Unc. Like he actually.
Yeah, Shay put that whole track together.
That was all Shay. We was actually at Shay's mom house when he made that beat. He was in the basement of his mom house. Shay his mom got the raw laid out basement with the bar. We was sitting down there smoking backwoods, talking. Shay spent that joint. We was bored. It was a cold. I want to say it was a winter night. Shay like, man, we're gonna go to the studio, and even though we had the whole setup right there, but we wanted that real feel. I'm like, Shay, we can do it right here. He's like, no, we're gonna go really catch the vibe. I'm like, all right, I hear you. Whatever, huh? He like, hold on, let me call Harrison. That's our boy. We'll be engineering sometime when we back home. We pulled up to the lab. Rick Hyde might have pulled up if he wasn't somewhere rolling around. I don't remember the day exactly. I smoked so much weed, man. But he pulled up. We all got to the lab. We was catching the vibe, and then Shay like, yo, y'all gotta make a hook. I need this to be a whole song. Like, Shay was one of them type of producers and engineers all around the board, man. He gonna give you that whole drive. So it's like, all right, Shay, I hear you, huh? Then I sat writing my verse. Then Jonesy came and he like, hey, let's do the hook, something like this, back and forth. Then we sat at the table, and I feel like we came up with a classic, at least in our neighborhood. You feel me?
I think that they sell. Gave the phone to little bro. Told him be careful, shit real. Now watch how I prevail. I'm about to run me up a mill. Money's the reason we rebuild. I threw away all my weed skills. I give you logical details. I still ride with no seatbelt. Government mad when we rebuild. They want us fragile and we still label us savages. We still thugging and blasting our meat mill.
When I first heard fell in love with the streets joint, that joint was crazy. Because I think we went to Mammoth that night and recorded it. Exactly. Studio on Buff. And they recorded it. We was just, it's one of those nights, like I said. It's the vibe. We got hella weed, Lenova's pizza, wings, hella drink. Jake got the NBA 2K in the other room. We just doing our shit. This shit looked like Bad Boy 1997 or some shit in the studio. So, and then I heard it. They was doing their little joints, and then he played it out loud. I was like, oh, okay, y'all boys might got one with this. It's a nice little Buffalo Street anthem. And then once they dropped the video a couple weeks ago, and the response it was getting and the numbers, how they was just fluctuating so rapidly, it just reassured what I said. It's like, yeah, y'all boys got y'all street anthem.
Nah, and I wanted Rick Hyde on that song because that was me and Jonesy's first time ever doing a song together.
Yeah, yep.
I never even had a song with Jonesy. Like, that was Shay big deal too. He like, you and Jonesy got to get a song. I got to get a song. I'm like, all right, cool. I wanted Rick Hyde to get a verse on there. I ain't gonna lie.
I know my shit, you got a bag, heroin and steps. Take it to the spot, see, that's where it get a test. And they gon' let them know you can't compare to the rest. My plug gave me more credit than American Express.
You mentioned the track It's Over, and I think, what's important on the track is that you guys talk about how, 2015 was the turning point. So for those who don't know, like what happened, like what was that turning point in 2015 that you guys are referencing?
Haha, tell you, bro.
Man, 2015 was the year. No regrets, no fears. We was running through the dope, man. It is what it is, man. That's a true sentence. That's a true bar. You know what I'm saying? We was doing, we was doing what we was doing. Everybody was shaking and moving. Everybody was getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's the life before the life, man.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Life before the life.
You can read between the lines, you know.
And I can't even lie. Even back then in 2015, we was shaking and moving, but we was using that as that was fueling our studio sessions. That was paying for our That was paying for our music at that point. You feel what I'm saying? Now the music pay for us or pay for itself, I should say. But at that time, we was doing what we was doing so we could maintain the work ethic that we got currently with the music. We was buying posters and CDs with them. I mean, we was doing concerts and shows locally. We was giving back to the community, buying turkeys and book bags for the kids. City Boy was doing merch. He had merch back then in 2015. He started making the merch, so it was like we was doing everything back then.
One of my questions was going to be, what's the importance for you guys to kind of talk about your quote unquote past life, right? Like, what is for you, not just for you, but what do you want your fans and listeners to know about it? That, you know, what are you telling? Because obviously you guys are not doing it in a way where you're glorifying it.
You don't want to tell somebody that never heard of you a lot.
Right.
So it's not. I don't want to. First and foremost, we have to understand that we're just now getting heard. No matter how long we've been doing music, but on a worldwide scale, we're just now getting heard.
Yeah, so it's about the introduction.
The first impression is everything. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, this dude coming out telling me his real past.
Me too, though. I gotta tell you, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 because you know me, guys with Hyde. I probably won't never change my style. I'm gonna keep it 100 because. Like I like the essence of this shit, like Pop and Biggie, like you know how like Big told you his life, you know what I mean? From what I've seen of it, like even the Lox, like everybody like who I really grew up like, DMX rapped about his life, you know, like talking about how he smoked crack, bro, and was drunk and couldn't, you know, Outlaws, like think about songs like Slip and Falling, like that's one of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I need to rap like that. I feel like I should rap like that forever, you know, like because I feel like it's forgotten. I feel like it's a part of the game that's missing. It's like with the game been missing, you know. Don't nobody really give you that. Everybody rap about Rolls Royce trucks and Petite Philippe's, Patek Philippe, however you want to talk about them. I mean, Cuban links and diamonds and gold, you know, throwing 100,000. And you know, nobody rap about the struggle for real no more. Being down at the bottom, you know what I mean? Nobody who for the ones who don't got it, you know? So, like, that, and that's where we come from, you know what I mean? Just like Brett said, just 5 years ago, we didn't see none of this. It was just like, all right, you know, how we going to do it next tomorrow, bro? It wasn't like, all right, we got an interview or we got to go do a show or we got to go to the studio. The studio was almost secondhand back then, you know? But we made it first. We made it important because that's what we wanted, but it was almost a secondhand, you feel me?
Right. I mean, so speaking of, so what is, so you have this, you know, the compilations out, but so what is next for both of you in terms of, you know, any solo work going to happen and kind of what do you want?
Oh, I got Place 2 next, man. Place 2 is about to shake up the globe, Tim. I'm not even gonna begin to lie to you, man. That shit sounds amazing, man. I'm proud, man. And I'm a real big critic, not even just of myself, but of music, period. So, like, I'm ecstatic about it, man, because I can't wait till the world get to hear this, man, because it's gonna show my growth. It's gonna separate me, you know what I mean, from the little, because they try to categorize us, man. You know what I mean, and the fans do a lot of reaching, and they try to depict, you know what I mean, who gonna come out next or who gonna based upon their own biases or whatever, and they don't base it upon the skill level of who gonna come out next. So I feel like when I drop this joint over the production that I got, yeah, it's gonna be inevitable. I'm gonna be the inevitable favorite. Russell Wilson for me.
Nah, but and you know me, man. I got this thing I'm working on. DJ Green Lantern. I'm calling it. Nice. Long story short, you feel me? I'm gonna keep it all in line with the storytelling. You feel me? So, we ain't going nowhere with that. I'm gonna call that long story short. It's probably gonna have about 11 to 12 songs. Probably all original music though, or you know, a few little mix-ups, but nothing really. It's gonna be all original music. It ain't gonna be really no mixtape, but it's gonna be a mixtape. You know what I mean? The album before the album.
That's dope. He's Heem and Rick Hyde, a part of the Black Soprano Family. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being on the library with Tim Einenkel. I greatly appreciate it.
So thank you for having us, man.
Definitely appreciate you, bro.
I'm shooting everywhere, the laser blink. Drums on a 223, shutting down the motor on the V. So be careful riding down them streets. And nigga, bring your biggest gun when you think you're running down on me. I'm with some niggas that'll die for me. You gotta look me in the